Todd, just another school visit to Duniaume Primary School this morning. How did that go?
Yeah, it's great. Like I said last week when we were at the Valley, it's good to get out and see the kids and have a lot of fun. And the kids really enjoyed it. So we're just keeping the visits ticking over while the guys are away, and hopefully we'll start it up again in September.
And the big announcement this week was Kyle Haines has come back to the club. How pleased are you with that announcement?
Well, I mean that's. He was one of our number one priorities, and to get a guy like Hainesy back is great. I'd said earlier in the press that he's the type of player that we want associated with Fife on and off the ice, and I think it's a great start to our summer signings, the ones we've announced so far.
What does Kyle bring to the team?
Oh, I mean, steady and consistent, just night in, night out. You just get a feeling back there that Kyle doesn't get beat. He adds an offensive flair to the team, and just a good all-around player, And when he came in and joined the club there partway through the season, he was just one of the catalysts that really turned our fortunes around. All of a sudden back there we look steady, we look solid, and he's a great asset to the club.
And you mentioned he's a player that is good for the club on and off the ice. What is he like behind the scenes?
Yeah, he's just a quiet guy, but I mean, like he's a good guy in the room, leads by example, takes care of himself, doesn't need pushed away from the rink. Hockey's a priority for him, and he takes pride in his work. So, great guy to have around.
How easy is it this summer compared to last summer in terms of your job as a coach and the amount of players that we've announced already?
Well, easy in the respect that in my year-end meetings with all the guys, they all, the majority of them expressed an interest in coming back to Fife if it could be worked out. So that helps, because for the last 3 years we've had to recruit a brand new ice hockey club every year and start from scratch. We've had some success, and we've really had to work hard at some things. So this year, if we can come to an agreement with the guys that we've identified as the guys we want back, you're right, it is easier, because it's not that hours and hours of background checks and contacting agents and phoning all over the place. And it builds up that solid foundation of a club that we know we can have that core back, we can get off to a great start, and with a couple tweaks, hopefully put out a formidable team and a team that's going to challenge every night. So it seems easier, yeah, but there's still a lot of work to be done because we want to improve, but maybe not as much pressure, I guess, to try and rebuild right from the start.
In terms of what we can achieve, obviously we came so close last season with the playoff weekend. What can we achieve this season in terms of silverware?
Well, I mean, no one's going to sit back. There was a couple of the big teams that didn't make the Nottingham final, maybe a few teams that ended up in a league position that they weren't accustomed to. So they're all going to definitely be improving, and that's why we're going to have to improve. But it's hard to say, yeah, we're gonna win a trophy. I think the biggest thing that we have to concentrate on is competing night in, night out. I know for that first half of the season that just wasn't the case, and we had that good successful run in the second half, and that kind of propelled us a little bit up the standings, and then all of a sudden we were in the mix of things. But if we can do that from the start of the season, there's no reason why we can't give ourselves every opportunity to win a trophy. And once we get into that position, if we get ourselves there, with the experience we got from Nottingham, the confidence that we got in that run in the second half that we can beat anybody, we're just developing as a club, and we know that anything can happen in these one-off finals or two-legged affairs. If we get ourselves involved in them, then we fancy our chances.
And how much, obviously, since you've been at the club and obviously the last few years being in the Elite League, how much has the club grown on and off the ice?
Yeah, a lot. I mean, but people got to remember, the first year we came in, we started literally from scratch. So we came in with Brits. It was Kyle Horn was the only one who had pro experience, and we started off with limited import numbers. That was really, I've said it numerous times, dipping our toe in the Elite League waters. But it was done with a purpose, and over those 3 years we've reaped the benefits of playing our Brits and giving these guys a chance to develop. It takes a long time to develop a guy who has no pro experience into an Elite League player, and a lot of these guys have proven they can do it. I'd like to think that the experience that they gained from that second half of the season last year, and certainly the Nottingham experience was invaluable for our Brits, just to show them that, look at it, it's nothing different. It's just like a game of ice hockey in Kirkcaldy. The stakes are a little bit higher, but they can confidently play with these guys. So in the 3 years, we've come a long way, but it's been a lot of hard work behind the scenes, and as well as a lot of teething problems on the ice. But we fought through those, and now we're in a position where we want to be a team that's up there competing in the top half of the league and giving ourselves every chance every night.